Yo, what's up, guys? Y'all doing today, man? I'll be talking about my Patriots went to the Ravens. So bad when there's still like a minute and a half left in the game, and I'm out here making this video. 2 minutes left in the game, not even 2 minute warning. I'm already turning this off. I'm not watching the remainder of this game. I don't know why. Because my starting quarterback, Mac Jones, has 3 interceptions in this game. Nelson Aguilar wants to fumble when he has the ball in his hands, has some good yardage, and Kendrick Bourne almost fumbled when he got a reception late in the fourth quarter. Um, this is a game that really just pissed me off. You want to know why? Because the first half, we were looking really good. We were up in multiple scores. We had Lamar Jackson in check. We had Rashad Bateman on absolute clamps. In his first reception, he had like 20 plus yards. Then he fumbled. Jonathan Jones had a pick on Lamar Jackson and he recovered the fumble. Not recovered the fumble. He got the ball out of Bateman's hands and it was recovered by Jabril Peppers. Life was good. Mac Jones looking pretty good. Devontae Parker was having one of the best games of his NFL career. Obviously, his best game with the Patriots. He has like 2 touchdowns combined. It feels like across his first 2 games today. He absolutely balls out. Had his best game by far. I've been trying to call for a wide receiver 1 for so long on this Patriots team. It helps, especially young quarterbacks having that security blanket. Jacoby Myers was out. That absolutely hurt us, but man, did Devontae Parker step up and was he absolutely insane. But again, man, this game pissed me off because we were so close to winning this game and we're probably going to end up losing 37-26. It's just tough because we had the game and the turnovers came. I mean, Mac Jones, I couldn't ask for a better first half out of you. I think we were down maybe by 1 point. Yeah, it was 14-13 in the at halftime. We were down by 1. And then we let them score 17 points in the damn third quarter. Like, it's just so dumb. Like, Mac Jones. Like, I say this every week, I feel like, but like, I'm always like thinking, is this my franchise quarterback? Not to shit on him, but like, I know these turnovers will come with these quarterbacks, but bro, it feels like I think his last 5 games, he has that 2-pick game against Buffalo. He has a 3-pick game against the Ravens secondary, which is depleted. He had a pick last week. He had a pick week 1. Like, every damn week, he has a pick. Like, he literally, at this rate, he might set Jameis Winston's NFL record of picks, like 30 picks. Like, he has these good throws. Like, he's trying to go deep, but man, some quarterbacks just can't throw the deep ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to force it. Like, I like how he tried it last week with Nelson Aguilar and he mossed Ahkello Witherspoon, and he tried it today and he connected a couple times with Devontae Parker, but you don't have to force it. You know what I'm saying? But wow, this is a disgusting loss. Like, out here getting absolutely killed by Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson finishes off with 18 for 29. Wasn't even efficient today throwing the football. 218 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick to Jonathan Jones. He killed us running the football. He ran the ball 9 times for 110 yards, which is an average yard per carry of 12.2. That is absolutely disgusting, and that's just, it's Lamar Jackson. He's him, okay? Lamar Jackson is him. That is his thing. And he obviously scored a touchdown late in the fourth quarter, which basically was the dagger of this game. Justice Hill got got 6 carries for 60 yards, and yeah, that was it. J.K. Dobbins came back, had 7 carries for 23 yards. Didn't expect much out of him, and yeah. Arkin just had an absolutely disgusting play for his second touchdown of the game, and yeah, he was absolutely unreal. That's why he's arguably a top 3 tight end in football. 8 receptions, 89 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Mark Andrews. Rashad Bateman, 2 for 59. Again, first one he caught, and then he fumbled. Second one, it was pretty good yardage in the second one, and yeah. Devin Duvernay, feels like every week he's in the end zone. We know how good he is on special teams. Had a really good return today. Today he gets 2 for 25 and a touchdown. It's just absolute pain because the game was in our hands. We just let it go. But yeah. Then they get a pick with Josh Bynes, Marlon Humphrey to pick it back at the end. So Mac Jones tried to throw the ball to Devontae Parker, which I feel like at least like 10 targets. I mean, it was absolutely getting him. Marcus Peters. The second game back from tearing his ACL, he goes ahead and gets a pick. So yeah, and yeah, that was just disgusting. Defense first half again only allowing the Ravens defense, offense to score 14 points. That they just put up 40 on a pretty good Dolphins defense is pretty damn good. But then second half allowed them to score 23 points. We only scored 13, so that's the recipe for disaster. Mac Jones again. I know with young quarterbacks, it's gonna take a while for them to figure out how to play football efficiently without turning the ball over consistently. Because we were literally blessed with having Tom Brady, because we trusted him in late in the fourth quarter. We know he wouldn't throw many picks, if any picks at all. I think with Mac Jones, with a sophomore quarterback, though, they make these mistakes. They try to make these big plays, which I kind of like, but like at a point, you just gotta like go to like the intermediate. Tom Brady, a lot of his bread and butter was the intermediate, the short and the mid pass. You don't have to always go for the deep ball. Like, you don't have that arm, Mac Jones. Respect, you do not have that arm, okay? Today, Mac Jones goes 22 for 32, 323 yards, an absolutely amazing first half. 0 touchdowns. Okay. 3 interceptions. Like Mac Jones. I'm pretty sure he literally has to have at least 8 picks in his last 5 games. Like, Mac, buddy. What are we doing, buddy? What are we doing? Ramondre Stevenson today was basically our running back 1. He had 12 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown. Damian Harris, 11 for 41, also a touchdown. And Mac Jones had his first career rushing touchdown, as he had 5 carries, 31 yards, and that rushing touchdown. Devontae Parker, oh my God. He actually showed that some flashes of being a potential wide receiver number 1. He ends off with 5 receptions for 156 yards with an average an average reception yards per reception of 31.2, which is absolutely insane. Kendrick Bourne, 4 for 56. Good to see him actually in the offense. So definitely want to see him continue this with Myers back. Nelson Aguilar, obviously we had an absolute insane week 2 against the Steelers. Today, 2 receptions, 43 yards, and a fumble at the end of the game, which was absolutely awful. I'm not a big fan of Nelson Aguilar. I've said this multiple times, and he fumbled. And I'm not going to say he cost us the game, but it definitely messed with our momentum, and game was over after that. So that's absolute pain. Ramondre Stevenson had 4 receptions for 28 yards. Like I said last week, definitely going to see him getting more receptions in like the James White role. Jonnu Smith, 4 for 25, and Hunter Henry 1 for 8. I'm going to keep talking about this every single week. At the end of the day, I know in terms of blocking, Jonnu and Hunter Henry have been pretty good, especially Jonnu Smith. But why are we paying this much money for 2 wide receivers? For 2 tight ends to end up having a combined 5 receptions for 33 yards? Like, why are we paying Hunter Henry to have 1 reception for 8 yards? Like, that might be one of the dumbest signings. Not Hunter Henry, but getting both tight ends. I mean, you thought they were going to be the new Gronk and Aaron Hernandez? Hell no. Like, I promise you could have got a good blocking tight end that wasn't going to cost as much as Jonnu Smith. Like, I mean, what are we doing, Bill Belichick? Like, I know we don't really get on them for signing. Why would you get 2 pretty good tight ends when you could have gotten 1, saved money, and probably utilize a better secondary with that money? You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally could have re-signed Stephon Gilmore. You possibly could have even re-signed J.C. Jackson, but no, you want to pay for 2 tight ends to barely even use one of them? I mean, what are we doing, buddy? Oh my God. And then we get a pick from Jonathan Jones, had an absolute monster game. I said he did force the fumble on Rashad Bateman. You get a pick on Lamar Jackson. This game really just triggered me, though. An absolute monster game for my guy, Deatrice Wise, though. 3 sacks of Lamar Jackson. Absolutely monster game for my guy. Matthew Judon again. I was home at shows. I'll show you guys my Matthew Judon jersey. Red sleeves, a.k.a. as usual, with another weekly sack from our guy. And yeah, we saw our guy, Jalen Mills, go out for the remainder of the game, I believe. Jack Jones came in, made a really good fourth quarter stop late in the game. And yeah, this game really just triggered me because the amount of time we could have gotten to Lamar Jackson and actually sacked him. I know we got 4 sacks, Lamar Jackson. We could have gotten so much more. He's just so elusive, so quick, and he just kept like breaking tackles and getting out of sacks and making these big plays and getting these big runs. Like, Yeah, Ravens fans, if y'all do not resign Lamar Jackson, it's gonna be a long, long year for y'all next year because this man is one of one. He is Timothy, and I hate going up against him. I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson, except for when it was up against my team, the Patriots. Because aside of that, I'm a big fan of Lamar Jackson. I think he, honestly, fight for being an MVP this season. I think he's one of the best players of football. I think he's absolutely electric with both his um, throwing the football and obviously with his legs running the football. The man is absolutely insane, one of the best players in football. And I hate going up against him because I love him as a player so much. But man, is he an absolute just pest to go ahead and guard each and every Sunday, man. That's absolutely just pain, okay? But yeah. Also, shout out to my guy, Bill Pepper. He's made a couple big plays recently in the last couple of weeks. Today, he recovers the fumble on Rashad Bateman. And yeah. Defense, honestly, has been pretty good this year. I'm pretty sure that according to the stats, we've been at least like a top 10 defense minimum. They're rushing and passing today. Looked pretty solid in the first half. Second half, though, we allowed 23 points. That is absolutely disgusting. But Belichick is about to chew out the defense, chew out everybody because, no. The New England Patriots cannot be giving up 23 points in a single half, especially when their wide receiver one, technically, Jacoby Myers, is currently out. They're playing a pretty damn good football game without him. Mac Jones making these sophomore mistakes, throwing no touchdowns, but throwing 3 interceptions. Like Mac Jones, I promise you, in his last like 5 games, he literally has to have at least 8 interceptions. Like next week, I forgot who we go up against. Hopefully, it's not anybody too good because we face pretty good defenses back-to-back weeks, the Ravens and the Steelers. Next week, we go up against the Green Bay Packers. Wow. No Devontae Adams, but Aaron Rodgers still there. The defense has gotten better. They just have a lot of rookies at wide receiver. Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, so Lazard and Cobb and Robert Tonyan, but that offense still really isn't anything scary so far. I said obviously the running backs, Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. So yeah. We'll see though. Hopefully, the Patriots can go ahead and win next week because wow, this game really just pissed me off. We had the game in our hands, we absolutely just fumbled it. But as always, go Patriots, and hopefully next week is better. Man, just an absolutely disgusting loss. I'm done talking about this, okay? But yeah. Other than that, yo, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, Mr. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok, boy John. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. And I'm out, man. Peace.